Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Saints are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against the Lions team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Now the rookie out of Tennessee, this is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete to open things up. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So now 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year for just 357 yards. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone. Because
looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Margus Hunt able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on third down, Breeze. It's complete to Fleener. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first. On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Breeze will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Breeze now on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Breeze to throw on second down. And that is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Shotgun now for Breeze. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They start the drive with a duel. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 32-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years. But Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well, but it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run here with Zenner. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
If he indeed got it, he didn't get it by much. This is a great push up front, but I think the nose of the football does make it over the line to get.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to us, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, open is Thomas. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had to catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Being chased out left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sean Robinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Kelly. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and goal now from the 8. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now it's the backup Smith. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze going to throw. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, Smith. He's got it. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner. Get him out.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come out here in the eye. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Smith now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now Gino on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Smith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Abdullah looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Ebron's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
His throw incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him. And he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. He's back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good.